Hello and welcome to Days with Dan. If you're new here, I'm Dan. I make content about comics/manga, characters, stories, and worlds you probably haven't heard of or thought of yet. Before we get started, I got most of my info on this particular subject from Relevant Magazine's video and article. I will leave a link to the video down below. However, the article is not working, and I'm not sure why. But anyway, let's get into the video. So today's video is about a character called the Illuminator and whether he is Marvel's most powerful superhero. So we're just going to get into some origin stuff about how the character originated. Because you probably don't know who the Illuminator is, and that's probably why you're watching this video. Basically, all you need to know is that it was the 90s when comics and superheroes were becoming more and more popular. A Christian company by the name of Thomas Nelson, who was a publisher in the Christian world, who made a lot of Bibles, etc., wanted to get into the comic game. So at one point, they partnered with Marvel to create a superhero comic book Christian series. And they came up with our guy, the Illuminator. So, who is the Illuminator? This guy named Andy Prentice gets lost at what I'm assuming is a church summer camp. While he's lost, he's then surrounded by a glowing light, and strange things start to happen. He's a man of science, and he believes it is an extraterrestrial origin. He then gets these special abilities. He later uses these special abilities to save his brother and fight off a demon-possessed drug dealer. Later, an old biker guy named Gus believes that Andy's powers aren't extraterrestrial, but they are in fact divine. And then he gives him his signature costume of a blue biker jacket and helmet. And thus the Illuminator is born. And he then takes up crime fighting on the mean streets of Nashville, Tennessee. The powers I was mentioning before are very special indeed. We're going to go over them right now. After he gets hit with the light, he receives the power of flight. He can shoot light blasts, I'm assuming much like Cyclops. He can blind people, create a holographic double. That's hard to say. He can create a holographic double of himself and has super strength. But there is something that's very interesting about all this, is that his greatest strength is also his greatest weakness. His powers are indeed based off of his faith in our Lord Jesus Christ. So, the more faith he has, the stronger he gets. But the less faith he has, the weaker his abilities become. So, to conclude, is he Marvel's strongest superhero? In a short answer, yes. Because if he wholeheartedly believes in Jesus, and if God is all-powerful, then our boy the Illuminator could potentially be more powerful than anything in the Marvel universe. There would not be any competition because he would essentially be drawing on an unlimited source of power and be able to tap into that and use it himself. Unless he just doesn't have a lot of faith one day, then he could probably get beat up by a random passerby. Who knows? Also, you'll be happy to know, with all this multiverse of madness stuff going on, no, he's not from a parallel dimension. He's not from some other multiverse. He's not the only superhero in his universe. He is, in fact, in the main 616 timeline, along with all of your other favorite heroes. So, X-Men, Avengers, everybody. Our boy, the Illuminator, he's just battling baddies in the beautiful state of Tennessee, in the city of Nashville, which needs protecting as well. Hopefully, we get to see him back in one way or another, whether that be a new comic series, a movie, or a Disney Plus show. His original run was not very long. It only lasted for 3 issues. But I guess let's just be honest, I think they're just hesitant to introduce the Illuminator again because of what a game changer he would be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or just comics in general, because he would probably be the most powerful and would destroy anyone in his path. Well, he wouldn't. He would love everybody. I mean, he would just be a good hero. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this style of content. I'm going to do more videos in the future in this particular style, where I sort of introduce you guys to a new character or world or series or what have you that you probably haven't heard before, and I will do a drawing with that character or series or world in some sort of way. And if you want to stick around until the end of this video just to see the finished product, that would be really cool as well. If not, completely up to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.